what's up? It's JD here from the Light of the Darkness. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe to all of our channel members and to all of our soul family. Hey, love you all and thank you. I did perform the Rite of Lucifer for all the channel members, where I did consecrate that sigil with the sacrificial blood of the Super Blue Sturgeon Moon ritual that J.S. Garrett, Malther the Mystic, and I performed on the 30th, as well as my own blood. For all of you, for all the channel members at the Malther's Mystics level and higher, will receive that blessing and will be able to view that video today. First of all, I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone is going to have an enjoyable Labor Day today, that you're going to spend some time maybe focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself, but also spending time with some people that you love and care about, focusing on them, putting a little time and attention in those areas. I'm planning on doing that today. We're gonna go see my daughters, hopefully go to the park, and then all go out to a nice dinner with one of Sarah's daughters and her girlfriend too. So that's gonna be a great time, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think we're gonna go to one of our favorite Chinese places where we get this big long table and then we get hot tea and all of that, and it's just a really, really nice, it's a really nice time, you know, to spend, a nice way to spend with people that you love. I know there's a lot of retrogrades right now. Almost every planet is in retrograde, which is crazy. And I know we've all been feeling it. We've all been feeling the anxiety. I've been seeing other people making videos about the anxiety and the level of anxiety, and it's been high and it's been heavy and it's been tough. I've been feeling it like crazy and wanted to escape from it in any way that I could, and I was quite a bit escaping with alcohol in ways that I should not have been. And I'm really doing my best in trying to curb that and eliminate that from my life, because right now is that time. Like, during these retrogrades and coming off of these retrogrades, getting through this period will require, well, getting through this period and coming out on the other end better, stronger, wiser, would be to spend this time in deep introspection. Spend this time learning about yourself as much as you can. And being in service to yourself, but also being in service to others. Helping them however you can. Being a little more tolerant, a little more understanding. Doing your best to see things from different perspectives. You know, and that's something that Lucifer and I think Lilith both, you know, really instill in each and every single one of us. To never take anything at face value, to question everything, but to also discover who we are deep inside. You know thyself. Pretty foundational there. And it's so important. And yes, I mean, there's most of the time I feel absolutely lost and feel that I don't know myself. And I can just get carried away and lost in that. But that's okay. Like, that's a sign of growing. That's a sign of growth. Having those questions. Even caring about those questions, you know, and caring about the answer to those questions. Just knowing that right there, you're on the right track. You're doing what you can in your quest for self-exploration. And it's so important. The universe, this world, this physical plane is getting so crazy. Harder and harder to deal with, right? And they are making survival more difficult. You know, and that's unfortunate, because when they do that, typically when they make survival even more difficult, typically that does pull people away from their spiritual path. It distracts them from their spiritual path. So I want to say, do what you can to find that balance, and don't forget about your spiritual life. Don't allow yourself to be too grounded or fully pulled back into the 3D dimension here, dimensional reality. Like, you have to keep that crown active to be able to like traverse the veil. But you also want to keep one foot here on this earth so that you can take care of the things that you need to take care of here and take care of yourself. It's a difficult balance. And that's probably like one of the most challenging things for a lot of us, especially those of us that are particularly empathic or particularly psychic. A lot of these energies, a lot of these pressures, a lot of things will just impact us to a greater degree and make everyday life and everyday living somewhat of a challenge. And that's something that each and every practitioner needs to learn, and acclimate into their own lives, because it is hard. It's not easy. For those of you, all of you here, you are special, and you do have very significant spiritual gifts. Does that make this life harder? Yes, it does. You know, like I've said before, this spiritual path and any spiritual path, doesn't even matter if it's left-hand path spirituality, it's all going to promote you to get out of your comfort zone in some way or another, in the name of growth, in the name of evolution. Like, there's those of us that just have this innate hunger for this growth. Where that hunger comes from, I can't tell you. It comes from deep within my soul. It's something that I just know I have to follow and I have to pursue. These infernal divine, these spiritual entities that I work with, that I have dedicated my life to working with, how that happened, still I really couldn't even tell you. Destiny, I guess. Ancestral connections, as well as past lives. I think most of you all know that you are a witch in some form or another in your past lives, that your ancestors practice some form of paganism, some form of witchcraft, some form of sorcery. There's energetic and spiritual connections that we all have with our ancestors, with our past lives, with a lot of these spirits. There's certain things that you just know. There's certain things that you just do so well. Those things you carried with you. They carried with you. They are precious gifts to be utilized in this incarnation to help not only yourself, but to help everyone around you. So now is the time to embrace the anxiety in whatever way you can, and find healthy ways of dealing with it. Like, that is one of my top priorities. Putting that anxiety in perspective, focusing my energy in the right places, being bold enough to sit with the anxiety and to feel it. And yes, like, I am not putting myself up on some high horse here. I fail and I fall short a lot. And I'll run to something that will numb the pain and that will take away the anxiety, even if it's only temporary. I am not perfect. I am just striving to be better. I'm striving to be better. And I just invite each and every one of you to join me in that. Anyone that's here, anyone that watches these videos, I hope it is because you've watched my evolution, you've watched me grow, you've watched me fall on my face, but you've watched me get up again and again. And I've been moving the ball forward pretty consistently over the last few years. And I've been doing that with Magick. And yes, a lot of it is as well, like a lot of like self-help techniques and other things that are involved in all of these things. I think it's all applicable, and whatever works is what you ought to be doing. If Magick didn't work, I would say don't be doing it. I recommend things that actually do work, things that actually do cause physical change in this reality through non-physical means. Yes, I am down with that. That's how I roll. That's what I believe, and that's what I see work time and time again. Does it usually work in mysterious ways, odd and crazy ways? Yes, it typically does not manifest in the way that I expect it to every single time. However, it does manifest, and it is for my benefit. There's a lot of challenges that come with a lot of major rituals. There's a lot of resistance that comes into play before and after sometimes, and that's to be expected. Ritual hangover is a real thing as well. You might feel like crap for 2, 3, maybe 5 days following a big working. Doesn't mean that the working wasn't a success. It means it was a success. When you channel that much energy, that much spiritual energy through your vessel in these rituals, you are going to have repercussions, physical repercussions as a result of it. You are going to feel it. And typically you're going to be tired, you're going to feel drained, you might have some aches and pains, you're just going to feel wiped out, like major fatigue. You know, and that's something as a practitioner that I have had to learn to kind of plan and work my life around. You know, if I've got a major working on a Monday, trying not to plan to do much of anything Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to try to keep it light. I'm going to try to like be available, but I can't be available at all times. It's like my availability is going to be limited, put it that way. You don't want to overextend yourself. And that's something like right now too, during these retrogrades, that can be a very easy thing to happen, is overextending yourself. You don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. That can happen when you overextend yourself. I've done it many times. Right now is a time for introspection. Right now is a time for going within. Right now is a time for figuring out like what you do actually want in your life, and to then go after it and to pursue that vision and that dream to the best of your ability to cause it then to manifest here in the physical form, in this physical 3D reality. I'm going to make a video soon on my recommendations for for creating and carrying out the most powerful black magic rituals. It's a formula that I believe is like the very best approach, the most powerful approach, the approach that will get you the very best results. It's something for me that's been tried, true, and tested, you know, in every way, and it's the approach that I take 99% of the time. If it's a major working, it's the approach that I'm going to take. If it's something that I don't have much time to work with, then there may be a few things that I'm not able to do in that particular manner or order in which I will explain in this upcoming video. However, if you do follow the steps that I recommend, I can guarantee you that it will revolutionize your practice. If you've been having a hard time getting things to manifest, and having a hard time getting your magic to just kick off, maybe if you're newer, or if you just, you're just feeling a little disconnected, this method here will help you to overcome a lot of those challenges. It's a method that I believe is kind of like the key to making it all work. And once I lay it out, and once you understand where you want to be going into the ritual, you want to be up in the crown chakra, you want to be ungrounded, very important. What state energetically do you want to be in immediately following the ritual? You want to be down in your root chakra, you want to be grounded, taking that energy from up here, going into the ritual with the energy up here, and then bringing it down and grounding it down into the earth afterwards. And there are specific things that you need to do, preparatory activities, so on and so forth, that must be done in order to follow the sequence to get the best effect. But that will be in an upcoming video. Just wanted to talk to everyone briefly about the state of things, and like, if you're feeling a certain way, what you need to do about it. Leaning into that anxiety, doing what you can to transmutate that into fuel, to fuel your ambitions, to fuel your desires, to move the ball forward, to know yourself better, to love yourself and others more deeply. Lucifer, Lilith, and Leviathan, their energies are so prevalent in our reality right now. I do recommend, if you have not performed an evocation or an invocation with one or all three of those infernal divine, I recommend that you do that right now as well. Embracing the divine masculine energy that is within you. Embracing that divine feminine energy that is within you. Putting those together. With the serpentine energy that is also a huge part of you. Putting that together, embracing it, listening to what it has to tell you, being guided by the feeling, the psychic knowing, embracing those energies and those qualities of those spirits, creating a powerful connection with them so that they can connect with you, commune with you, lead and guide you in this crazy world, as well as being powerful agents of change when called upon in ritual, when directed to carry out specific tasks for you on your behalf. Because you are actively seeking to grow, you're actively seeking to make change in this reality. Not stagnating, baby, no. Our magic is about making change. And while the Matrix that tries to thwart all of our efforts does not care for magicians very much, at the same time, not even the Matrix can deny a powerful magician that has proclaimed that there will be change in this reality, and I will make it happen with my spiritual allies. They will make it so. And the Matrix, not even the Matrix, has the ability to thwart their efforts. That's what makes us so, dare I say, dangerous. There could come a day, and it may not be that far off, where me and you and all of us here will be viewed and maybe even labeled as dangerous. Prepare yourself for that one. That could be one of the biggest challenges that any of us witches in today's age could ever face. I hope that day never comes, but it's always a possibility. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Protect your kingdom. I love you all so much. Smell my face and smell it good. Gotta get a shave, gotta wash and trim the hair, and I will do it today. But I'm gonna go see Mothra. We just had some breakfast. It was delicious. I hope you all have an enjoyable Labor Day. I'll see you soon. Videos from the group right are coming out, as well as the personal rights from that night too will all be sent out. Thanks to everyone that participated. That was life-changing, and I can't wait to tell you all about it with Mothra and JS very soon. It was freaking epic. So thanks, y'all. Love you. Smell my face and smell it good. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.